For movie lovers, the flavor of the moment is Scam 1992, a web series on the Harshad Mehta scam or the security scam of 1992. Just the right time for Geometric View to take stock of the scams around the country 28 years later. Let's start with Assam, where the main accused in the joint entrance examination scam was arrested from the Guwahati airport this week. Turned out that the state topper in the JEE exam had used a proxy writer. But that has become commonplace in India's entrance examinations now. Andhra Pradesh has the Amaravati land scam. When Telangana was carved out of Andhra Pradesh in 2014, a new capital was proposed for Andhra Pradesh at Amaravati involving 33,000 acres. Truly, that has turned out to be fertile ground for a land scam. Arunachal Pradesh has the Cash for Jobs scam related to the exams conducted by the Arunachal Pradesh Staff Selection Board. Bengal has a police recruitment scam, numerous chit fund scams, remember the Sharada chit fund scam, and a wheat smuggling scam, which is about smuggling truckloads of wheat with FCI tag into Bangladesh. As far as creativity in scams goes, it's tough to beat Bihar. In the 1990s, there was the fodder scam, for which former Chief Minister Lalu Prasad Yadav is in jail today, nearly 30 years later. That scam was about buying fodder for livestock, worth about 9.5 billion rupees for livestock that didn't exist. Bihar's new age scamsters are proving that they are equally creative. There's an ongoing Bihar government scheme to incentivize birth of girl children. So this aid has found that somebody has claimed money in the name of a 65-year-old woman who apparently gave birth to 8 girl children in 14 months. It's tough to beat Bihar in scam petition. Chhattisgarh has a welfare scam in which 10 billion rupees meant for the differently abled has been siphoned off. Among the respondents in the case are 2 former chief secretaries and several IAS officers. Delhi has the Hello Taxi scam, in which promoters swindled 2.5 billion rupees after promising high returns to investors. Delhi also has the fake billing scam, which is about making fake bills to claim input tax credit to the tune of nearly 13 billion rupees. Goa has the dental college recruitment scam, which is about recruiting candidates only from 2 regions. And it also has the visionary cooperative credit society scam, in which several depositors lost their life savings. Gujarat has the bank card cloning scam. The gang sent members to work at various restaurants and hotels and cloned customer card details. Haryana has the Manesar land scam. In 2014, when landowners heard of government going to acquire their lands, they sold out. And after all the land was grabbed, the government released it to those who had purchased the land. Himachal Pradesh has a bus conductor recruitment scam. But far more scary is a wireless bank card cloning scam. A GSM data receiver schema is used by scamsters to wirelessly tap card details of customers whenever they swipe at an ATM or a point of sales machine. Jammu and Kashmir has the 250 billion Roshni land scam, 24-year-old excise scam, and the Jammu and Kashmir Cricket Association scam. Jharkhand has a scholarship scam, in which school owners, middlemen and others have been swindling scholarship money meant for students from minority communities. Karnataka has the I-Monetary Advisory scam or the IMA scam, a Ponzi-like scheme. The CBI's first information report includes 2 IPS officers and other policemen. Kerala has the gold smuggling scam, in which diplomatic baggage meant for the UAE consulate in Kerala were used to smuggle gold into the state. It also has the Life Mission scam, in which millions worth of commissions were appropriated in housing projects for the poor. In Madhya Pradesh, 5 IAS officers are accused in an airstrip maintenance scam. Madhya Pradesh also has an e-tender scam, a horticulture scam, and a paddy procurement scam, among other scams. Maharashtra has a government recruitment scam and an irrigation scam, but it's a television rating points scam that stands out. 3 television channels are accused of rigging TV ratings by bribing families, which were sample households for viewership ratings. Manipur has the PM Kisan scheme scam, in which names of fake beneficiaries were uploaded, and Meghalaya has the coal scam involving illegal transportation of coal to Assam. Punjab is another state with a scholarship scam, and Rajasthan has a series of cooperative society scams, including the Sanjeevani Credit Cooperative Society scam. Tamil Nadu also has a PM Kisan scheme scam, and Telangana has an IMS scam, or an insurance medical services scam, which is about favoring some companies in procuring medical supplies worth 9 billion rupees. Tripura has a 6 billion rupee PWD scam involving a former chief secretary and a former chief engineer. Given its large size, Uttar Pradesh has a large number of scams going. There is a job scam and there is a memorial scam. The memorial scam is about irregularities in construction of memorials during the BSP government of 2007-12. 14 billion rupees is believed to have been siphoned off in construction of memorials. But what is trending in Uttar Pradesh among scams is the 35 billion bike bot scam, in which some 225,000 investors were lured into parting with their money in a motorbike taxi scam. Uttarakhand has the scheduled caste, scheduled tribe scholarship scam, in which fraudsters have claimed money from the government by showing bogus admissions of SC/ST students. Looks like the states of India have a great sense of scamaradery. And I haven't even touched on the Punjab National Bank scam, or the ICICI Bank scam, or the I&FS scam, or the Punjab and Maharashtra Cooperative Bank scam, or numerous other scams. With that overview of scams going on around the country, it would be good to see which is India's best governed state. And the winner is Kerala, says the Bengaluru-based Public Affairs Centre. After all, Kerala has only a few scams like the gold smuggling scam and the life mission scam and the PSC entrance rigging scam and some sub-scams like the Quran distribution scam and the dates distribution scam. Corruption has reached such levels in Kerala that this is how a bridge built in 2016 at 480 million rupees looks like just 3 years later. And what does the future look like? This week we heard that in the ongoing assembly elections in Bihar, in 89% of the constituencies, there are 3 or 4 candidates who have criminal cases against them. Incredible India? It's more like scamazing India. Thank you.